Hi, Santa Barbara and Montecito. My name is Daniel Zia. I'm the founder and CEO of the Zia Group, and I'm here as your local real estate economist of choice to give you your May real estate market update here in 2021. And again, this is the May update, but it goes over the April statistics. So those are the statistics that we now have. It's about mid-May right now. And so we define it as our May real estate market update. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here in a second, but just wanted to give you the quick overview. If you haven't heard, the market is extremely strong. We're still seeing historic low inventory levels and historic high buyer demand, which is continuing to create massive upward pressure on the median and average sales prices. So I'm going to break down the single family home market in South Santa Barbara County. I'm going to break down the condo market in South Santa Barbara County. And then I'm also going to look at specifically the luxury market in South Santa Barbara County, mostly focusing on the areas of Montecito and Hope Ranch. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And that way you can all see the statistics. So if you're not already on our website, you can go to ziagroup.com to learn more. You go to the Learn tab and down into the housing reports. And every month we do upload a monthly real estate report. If you want more frequent reports, we also on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll typically do weekly real estate market updates there and that medium as well. So let's start here, South Santa Barbara County, the single family home market. As you can see here, there were 140 new listings that came on the market. And again, this would be in April. This is the May report, but we're looking at April statistics, which is a 46% increase over April in 2020. So just as a reminder, last year at this time, the real estate market was suffering pretty heavily with COVID. So we did see a drastic reduction in the number of listings that came on in March, April, and May. So this number is a little bit higher. The difference, the percentage is a little higher because of COVID. Now that said, this is really telling. The sold single family homes, there was 141 last month. That's a 166% increase. So even though there were some fewer sales last year at this time with COVID as well, we're still seeing a far greater percentage than last year, even after I think you adjust for what COVID was doing in the market. The total number of homes for sale, single family homes right now is 271 homes for sale, which means there's about a third less active inventory if you are a single family home shopper right now in Santa Barbara County. So if there were 3 homes to choose from last year at this time, there were only 2 homes to choose from this year, with quite a few more buyers still in the market. And that's what's driving the home prices up. If you look at the average sales price of a single family home in South Santa Barbara County is almost $3 million. That is quite the significant jump. We're talking about an 81% increase, and the prices are going up, and the time it takes to sell the average home is actually going down. It's down to 38 days on the market is the market average. I will say that most of our listings at Zia Group, we typically only require about 7 or 8 days to generate offers. We bring our listings on the market on either a Tuesday or Wednesday, and we collect all offers and respond to them the following Tuesday or Wednesday. So they have a week market penetration to be able to give time for buyers to come into town. But then we have usually a plethora of amazing offers to share with our sellers and to go over there, and then we'll go into different negotiation strategies depending on our seller's preference and what the offers are and how attractive they are. Now, the months of inventory is also known as the absorption rate. So no matter where you are in the nation, the absorption rate, in my opinion, and for most professionals' opinion, is the single most influential factor in determining the strength of the market and determining the prices are going to go up or down. Right now, we have 1.05 months of inventory. So what does that mean? That is that is if no new homes came on the market, at the pace at which homes are selling, how many weeks or months of inventory would there be until there were no new homes to sell? This is, again, if no new homes came on the market. So right now, if not a single additional home came on the market, we would only have 1 month of inventory until there would be not a single home left to sell. Typically, in a nice flat market with equal demand between a buyer and seller, it's usually 5 or 6 months of inventory. Every month we have seen this continue to drop and drop, and so it's the lowest it's been in the history of Santa Barbara real estate. And no matter where you look in the country, most every town and city in the country also is at a historic low of inventory or pretty close to it. So that's your single family home update for South Santa Barbara County, everything from Carpinteria to Goleta. So let's dive in now to specifically looking at condos. The condo market is a little bit different depending on the price point. It's a different profile of buyers looking. A lot of times we see over the long period, we typically see the same general appreciation and depreciation rates between single family homes and condos. And we also generally see the same, activity trends. The number of sales are either going up and down, usually in a pretty good ratio, but in some cases on a micro level or in a short term, we actually see some big differences. So, when we look at a 46% increase in the number of single family homes for sale, there's actually an 82% increase last month in the number of condos for sale. When we look at the total inventory level, there was a 35% decrease in the single family homes. In condos, there's a 40% decrease. Just take a look at that. 82% more condos came on the market last month compared to the year before, but there's actually 40% fewer condos for sale, which means that's going to keep that upward pressure on condo prices right now. Look at this. The number of sold listings, 47 condos sold last month. That is a 292% increase. That is just mind-boggling how many more condos sold last month compared to the year before. Now, the average sales price, we did see an increase, but nothing like the 81% increase in the single family home market. And really the big factor there is the luxury market in Hope Ranch and Montecito has very few condos for sale. And so most all of that inventory is single family home. And that's really what's seen the largest jump in prices, and a lot of the larger, more historic, higher priced homes and estates are selling. And that's really pulling the average sales price up even more dramatically on the single family home side versus the condo side. So it's around $1.2 million for the average price point of a condo. And that's a 15% increase, which is still nothing to scoff at. But this is one of those moments in time where we have seen a pretty dramatic difference between a single family home and a condo as far as appreciation. Now, one of the factors too has just been with COVID. COVID has actually changed buyer preferences and pretty dramatically. So condos overall, they're still in some cases in a way to just get a foothold in the market on the entry level. On the luxurious side, maybe a buyer doesn't want the maintenance of a single family home or doesn't need the size, just wants a little pied-à-terre or something. So that is an option. But this is one case where with COVID, buyer preferences has changed, and they typically want more freestanding, more privacy between neighbors, a lot more outdoor amenities and private outdoor amenities where they can be in a pool without their neighbors, just simply with some COVID concerns and health concerns. So I think that's one of the reasons why we've seen a difference in that average sales price as well between condos and single family homes right now. It takes very little time to sell a condo. We're talking an average days on market of just about 3 weeks, which is pretty incredible. And that's about a 34% decrease compared to last year. So that is the overall market in South Santa Barbara County, split out again between single family homes and condos. Let's go ahead and dive into just the luxury market. So in our area, there's two primary areas where the most luxury homes sell, and that's in the community of Montecito and the enclave of Hope Ranch. So that's what we're going to focus on here as defining the luxury market. There were 30 new listings last month, which is slightly more than the year before, and that's good news. We need more homes to sell because we have a backlog of buyers to buy them. The number of sold listings, there were 34 luxury sales last month, which is, as you can see here, nearly a 280% increase in the number of sold listings. So the pace at which these luxury homes are selling is just incredible right now. The total inventory of homes for sale, this includes single-family homes and condos in the luxury market. We're talking about 91 homes for sale last month. That is a 48% decrease compared to last year at that time. So again, we go to here the months of inventory, we have more buyers in the market and fewer available homes to sell by a significant margin. And what's going to happen with the market? The prices are going to continue to go up until that changes. And that's what we have here. The average price of a home in Hope Ranch and Montecito, we're talking $6.5 million, an 87% increase over last year. That's a lot of what's driving the average sales price increase in the market as a whole. And these are large high-end estates generally, so they do take longer to sell than the affordable market, but we've still seen a 41% decrease in the amount of time it takes to sell these large home and estates, and we're at less than 100 days on average, which is quite good compared to, in a lot of healthy markets, there might be an average time of 6 months in the luxury market. So there you have it. In conclusion, we absolutely do need more homes and condos to sell these buyers. We have a backlog of buyers. There's still a tremendous amount of buyers that are relocating from the Bay Area and Los Angeles, and they can't find the right homes. There's just not enough inventory to sell them. So we're seeing lots of multiple offers. If you're a seller and would like to capitalize on this and get pretty much a guarantee to get the historic high sales price for your home that you could ever achieve in any market in history of Santa Barbara and Montecito real estate, that is this moment in time. And if you're a buyer, our condolences right now. It is an incredibly intense market to be a buyer. There are some tips and tricks and specific sales strategy where you can position your offer for the best footing. At the Zia Group, we, from everything we can tell, we beat out more agents and multiple offers than any other agents or team in town. And we do that with some specific strategies. So if you want to, if you don't have an agent and you want to interview an agent, we'd love to have a conversation with you. Please reach out to our team or your preferred Zia Group Realtor partner, and they'll tell you a little bit more about how we represent buyers, how we dig up off-market properties for them, and when the time comes, if there are multiple offers, how we make sure it's their offer that gets accepted at. So thanks again for tuning in. Please do reach out if you have any follow-up questions, and until next month, have a wonderful rest of your May and early June.